Welcome, everybody, to the laboratory. I am your host, the Mav Hatter, and we are returning to our regularly programmed schedule. Uh, Obviously, it's been about a month since we've been in this story, so I want to start with what you guys remember, and then I'll try and fill in the blanks. So, what do you guys remember?
Explosions.
Explosions?
Street fights.
Street fights? Yeah, there were some street
There was a
fights.
prison. There was a prison we were
yeah, we
breaking
were-
into to get people out.
Yep, you are in a
We're
prison.
still in the middle of the prison breakout.
You're still in the middle of a prison breakout. You guys have just crossed over from the maintenance side of the underwater facility into the actual prison side. Luckily, the room that you guys have stepped into, it's a weapons manufacturing room, and currently there is no one working it. So that worked in your favor a little bit. Any questions about that? Nope.
I don't remember if anyone took damage.
There is no damage here.
Plumber? Oh, no, heat. It was heat.
Oh, heat, yes. That's a good point that you brought up because I have your guys' heat. Team?
You can throw it away. It's fine.
That's right. Let's just get rid of it. So, team-wise, your team has accumulated 7 heats. Not too bad. Pad, you're obviously sitting pretty with only 2 heats. And 10 is the trip point. Xavier, you have 3. Pandora,
Nice.
you have 4. And Cap, this is kind of why I mentioned this earlier, you have 7. So you're getting very close to that trip point. Now, you guys have just entered the weapon station. There is an automaton in your space. But you guys have been pretty good at taking out enemies this whole time. The weapon space, there's a lot of workbenches. There's a forge, an underwater forge that emits its heat back out into the lake for quenching. Several steel bars and chains that keep the prisoners in place. Currently, no one is working them, but the tools remain hot. Any other questions about the current situation?
It sounds like... so it was the previous room that I just completely lit the room up.
Yes.
Alright.
It was the maintenance room, actually.
Thank you.
That being said, we're in the game. You guys are stealthing into this underwater facility. A lot of creaking from the pipes, a lot of impingement sounds. That's that masking all of your movements. What would you like to do?
The automaton needs to be taken care of first and foremost.
Makes sense to me.
I don't remember how we do that.
You're going to choose a skill of some type to be able to do a stealth takedown. This automaton, it's actually surprisingly not that tough. You don't need very many successes to be able to take it out.
Oh.
And obviously, you guys can work together.
So
And where is it in relation to where we are?
It's in the space. The automaton is walking through the workshop. You can get the
Okay.
drop on it. You don't have to worry about like, oh, am I in position? No, you're always in position.
So I don't know what other people want to do. The first thing that came to mind was use some kind of time magic to speed it up to past the point of whatever subscription model keeps this thing going expires, but I'm open to other ideas.
Well, I rolled storm calling, so a little bit of taser magic, and Xavier rolled cryomancy.
It will be excessive, but you can still roll that time magic if you would like.
Sure, why not? Let's see what we get.
Oh yeah, between all three of your guys' attacks, like all centered on this automaton, freezing it in place, slowing it down with the time magic as you make it a 30-year older model, and then electrocuting its circuits, the automaton collapses under its own weight.
Nice. Well, they just don't build them like they used to.
Electrolysis can be a killer.
That was quite cold, but worth it.
Dun, 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 dun. Now you can definitely hear on the other side of this doorway up towards cell block B. You can definitely hear voices
Or a reading.
or a reading. Yeah, roll it. Let me show you. There's the two closest foes. Now those are the auras. Now you do also sense prisoners in cell block B. And actually, it's worth mentioning, you do not sense anything in the infirmary. The infirmary may be a safe place to hide out.
Unless they move in there.
Unless someone's in there, sure.
Moves in there, not
moves
is
in
in
there.
there.
I don't
Yeah.
see an entryway
The entryway
directly to it.
to the infirmary is to cell block B. And I'll tell you, as the narrator, the infirmary is an opportunity to drop some of your heat.
Oh, that's nice.
Awesome.
It's probably a good idea given the amount of heat Cap has.
Yeah.
Can we distract them, get them to go to a different room?
Yes, you can. How are you going to go about doing that?
Hmm. Can I use my divination somehow to do that? That would be fun. Like, I have divination that has to do with shadows. I think that's Umbramancy is the one that shadows.
Sure.
Yep. 17.
Where are you directing this AAC enforcer?
I want to direct him into the cafeteria, I guess.
Cafeteria. Yeah, okay. Oh, these shadows. Where are they taking me? There's something suspicious. Maybe it's somebody. Maybe it's one of the prisoners activating their magic.
Yeah. I want sending him down there. There's problems in there that he needs to deal with immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so for
And
them,
I think it's time to make a break for it.
make a break for it. All right, crew. Since you're kind of all on a fresh round. Are we making our way into cell block B?
Sure.
And that's
Yeah.
going to take some stealth rolls from all of you. Now,
Yes, my
it is good.
nice.
It's fine.
It is good that you moved him because that was going to be some extra sight on you.
Stealth roll, would that be quiet steps?
Yeah, quiet steps is a good one for you.
I just did illusion.
3 base. So 3 is the number you need to steal. Cat steals 1 of the 3, so 1 goes to him, 1 goes to the team. Xavier steals 2, so the 1 remaining goes on him. You now have 4. Noel
Yay.
or Pandora, same situation. You stole 2, you get 1 left over. You are now at 5 heats, and then obviously Pad, the stealthy one, completely silent. No evidence that he was ever here. Then, obviously, there are cellmates all around you. Stepping into the cell block, there are prisoners walking the halls. The one guy who was in this hallway, as far as the AAC, he is left, so it's just you and the prisoners. Something you notice is anti-magic wards as you're entering the cell block.
That's rude. I like using magic.
Or sorry, the anti-arcane fields. Yeah. So you do not have access to magic at this exact moment in time without destroying those fields some way.
Does our trinkets give us any kind of notification to that as well?
The trinkets are effectively asleep while inside this field.
Is there any obvious way to disable those anti-magic fields?
Go ahead and roll some kind of acuity or magical detection.
Maybe pattern recognition?
Sure. It's not for you this time. The dice don't like you today.
Nope.
Hmm.
Those patterns,
have-
they are wards. You figured that
Yeah,
out.
I've determined that the arcane suppression words suppress arcane activity. I've worked that out all by myself. I'm
But-
really proud of it.
Fantastic.
He just used pattern recognition, so I can't use pattern recognition without penalty, right?
This is a little bit different because it's not an investigation. You can use pattern
So I
recognition.
can?
Yeah.
Much better.
So these can be destabilized from the security HQ. Obviously, it's a bit out of the way. You don't want to do that. In theory, you should be able to destroy them, but they don't seem like it would be as simple as, or they are tough, right? To put it in game terms, they have a toughness of 3.
So
3
what if I
successes.
pick? How are they powered? Do we know that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Each one has its own battery of arcane energy in the form of the internal crystals. There are about 6 of these arcane wards spread throughout the cell block.
Okay. I'd like to pick into each one of them and try to disable the crystal. Do you want me to make 6 different rolls, or do you want some interaction in between each one?
There's definitely going to be interaction. I'm trying to think of how best to handle that. Because if you're the only one doing this, and it's like, okay, I got to go over here, pick the wards, and then I got to go over here, pick these wards. What is everybody else doing in the meantime? While he's attempting
You guys should convince the rest of the prisoners to, if they would like a moment of freedom, to buy me some time.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
See. Oh, I do have the convince skill, so I can try that. Hey.
Yep. Hey, I got a roll. It wasn't terrible.
Fantastic. All right. So, as Pandora, Xavier, and Cap, you guys spread out, trying to speak to each of these prisoners separately. Come on, guys, cause a commotion so we can disable this arcane ward. And you guys can all have your magic back, obviously. And before I continue with that, are there any efforts here to find Graf Eisen?
I
Sure,
mean,
why
if we're
not?
talking to prisoners already, wouldn't we be checking at that as well?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Makes most logical sense to do that.
Walk around, ask around about convincing them.
All right. So, I also forgot to mention you do have your buddy here. Crap, what was his name? The other prisoner who escaped. I gotta pull up his name.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I remember I gave him my iron wand.
Callum. Yep. So Callum is also here,
Callum, that's one.
helping you guys convince these prisoners to cause a riot or cause some commotion. Plenty of successes all around. Cap, you mentioned you are trying to get information about Graf Eisen. Come to find out, he's in isolation.
Apparently, our princess is in another castle.
Your princess is in another castle.
That checks. Well, at least he's not stuck in the abyss.
Pad, you managed to get through half of the arcane wards. You can slowly feel your magic coming back to power. And with all the commotion, here comes the security chief, security enforcer, and potentially some other people you aren't sure.
I would like to dive into the infirmary. Or fly zoom into the infirmary.
That does sound good. Everybody's going to have to roll before you get to the infirmary, because the infirmary is not going to be a stealth roll. It's going to be for free. But before we get there, we're going to need some stealth rolls.
Oh no.
If my attempt at stealth is flying into the infirmary, does that count as flying?
Sure, you can roll flying.
That was bad flying.
That was bad flying. All right, Pad,
Whoa!
you are all good, Pad. It's quiet. He's super quiet, going around picking all these locks.
So quiet that even the wind itself is making noise. Dear Lord.
All right, Benny, Cap, you get one. And Xavier, you also get one. But you guys are. It sounded like you all are diving into the infirmary.
Yeah.
To cool off.
Can,
Well, maybe not Pad.
yeah, so say maybe I can hide amongst they're actually trying to keep me from being seen while I try to get to the other side of for the wards.
Now, how are you guys reducing your heat, reducing your suspicion? What skills are you using?
Hmm.
I think time magic could be applicable. By the way, you have your magic while you're in the infirmary.
My divination.
Glamour. That did not work. Okay.
I mean, you still steal one. 3 away
Two.
from Pandora. That's still good. 2 away from. What? You said 2? There it is. Yep. Came through. Xavier steals 1 heat. Pandora steals 3. And Cap steals 2. Cap, you're back down to 7. Pandora, you're back down to 3. Xavier, you're back down to 4. Pad, you can do your lock picking. Or whatever you plan to do here.
Nope. Perfect.
Alright. So, stealthily moving past. You also plus Pad, you're gonna do a stealth roll. While you're lockpicking. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I'm never losing this die again.
So even with this extra security chief. Oh, actually, the security chief is 3 alertness. So you're getting 1 yourself and 1 more on the team. Because he brought that up to a grand total of 6. You stole 4 of them, 2 remaining. You're up to 3 heats. The mission is now up to 10 heat, and you hear a shift in the ventilation. A voice over the intercom. Oh, the security chief calls something in. He's a bit suspicious. But then after he calls in, you hear the voice over the intercom. Securing the elevator, securing ventilation. Activate protocol C.
Guess they're not going back out that way.
All right. Fresh round for you.
Are we allowed to stay in the infirmary and try again?
No.
Figured.
Oh no.
Or a reading.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Oh, wow.
So is that still a guard in the cell block?
There is still a guard in the cell block.
All right,
Trying to
guys.
see if there are any others.
The AAC security enforcer, what's that?
Boss, I assume.
So the enforcer, the
Wait, no.
boss actually just moved away. He
Oh,
went to go investigate weapons station. The security enforcer is a new guy that just came over from the prison hall.
can we
feel
take
like
him
we
down
kinda-
since the other
Yeah,
the boss
that's
is
what I'm
gone
thinking.
and there's only one guy in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can take him down.
We just gave all these guys
Awesome.
their powers back. Why don't we just kind of nudge them in that direction? We'll keep looking for Graph.
Chaos magic.
Chaos.
I'm chaos magic king that guy. I need 2d10. Was it 2d10 or 2d6?
It was 2d10.
Don't
You
remember.
rolled it.
No, for my chaos.
Oh,
It's the d6.
doesn't apply here. Unless you want,
Okay.
unless you want it to. It's 2d6.
Just because, why not? don't actually remember what any of that is. I don't. Where?
Biological and shocking.
How
Then pick
about
one.
just pick for fun because we're not in shootout both.
So biological and shocking.
Yep.
Just like shocking the dude, and it's hitting his organs, so his kidneys are shutting down.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Night, night.
Let me move him out of the way.
So there's the security enforcer still.
The security enforcer was taken down. Pandora just took care of that.
Okay, so it's the other guy that's still there.
These two are in the prison hall, the next room over, which Pandora was able to detect.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, so there's nobody in the room with us right now.
Currently,
Yeah,
no, just the friendly
Not the enemies,
prisoners
anyway.
who are making a loud racket, and it's actually drawing the attention of the security enforcer and the prison warden.
You have magic. Use it.
Yep, they're in the next room. Go get them.
Yeah, a handful of these guys are free. Many of them are not. Many of them are still locked behind bars.
Not for long, they won't be.
Let's
I-
see if I can age the lock.
Well,
Oh.
chaos. I'm using chaos magic to try and either unlock or break the locks.
I'm
Yeah,
rusting
okay.
one of the locks, or aging it till it falls apart.
Each of you, we're gonna call those 3 locks each. So
Okay.
Cap, you're aging 3 locks. Pandora, she's using different kinds of chaos magic, flinging them all kinds of locks. Pad is literally picking a lock, 3 locks, and then Xavier, you've got 2 locks you're unpicking, freeing many 11 of these prisoners. They start rushing out, causing commotion, and for that, we're going to reduce the heat of the zone 5 by 1.
Definitely taking pride that I could have been one of the best infiltrators.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. You're slaying it. All right, what's the plan from there? Oh, let's roll stealth, and keep in mind this is you guys are lower. You only have to get rid of 2 this time. Pad, you're getting 1.
Staying on the ground for once.
Staying on the ground. So you guys managed to stay muffled behind the loud riot that's occurring here as the inmates are spreading out. They're starting to sling spells, which luckily creates some decoy sounds. AAC security enforcer and prison warden enter this room.
Might be time for us to move out. Did you guys find out where Graf was?
Isolation. I'm sure that the prisoners can handle those guys. Move on. Duck into next room.
Everybody's
Do you
moving on,
sense him
right?
at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was another guy there the whole time. That's probably what you were talking about there, Benny. That guy. I didn't see him under you.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, no. That guy just got there. We're good. We're all good. So you guys enter the prison hall. Some of the rioting has made its way here. The prison hall goes out into isolation, and it turns into the cafeteria. The rioting is accelerating as some groups of inmates incite more groups of inmates, and we're seeing a snowball effect of noise and magic. The creaking of the building, gets louder, the pipes more impinging. A slow, deep rumbling from the various nautical components. Roll your stealth for this spot.
Oh no.
Back to the ceiling I go.
I have to be too
Holy
fast for
crap.
the cameras.
All right, you guys all clear your stealth, adding no more heat, which is good. Then collectively head for isolation. Or
I,
would you like to do something else?
I'm heading over to isolation.
I can't think of anything else to do here.
Pandora, is there anyone in security right now?
Oh, good point. I'm going to check reading. And also, it's probably a good idea to check isolation as well before we head over there.
There is somebody in isolation. One of the guards, one of the enforcers.
Security?
What's that?
And
Is there anyone in
any
security?
Not that you can see.
Well, let's get
That's-
rid of this guy and then do either get Graph or the security or both.
Security is where I want to go.
We need both. Well, we need to get both. So let's get this guy out. Chaos.
All right, so Pad, you're moving in to security, right? Xavier's attacking here. Cap, where are you heading to?
Did Xavier take out the guy that he was attacking here?
Almost certainly, yeah. He did that.
All right, then I'll follow the others into security.
Nobody's gonna go talk to Graf Eisen, or at least
I'm
track him
going
down?
with to isolation with. I'm going with Xavier to grab Eisen.
Okay, so Cap and Pad, you are now there. Xavier, you just did the shocking thing. Pandora is looking for Graf Eisen. Yeah, so everybody, stealth rolls, as per usual.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's not good, especially with the automaton there, which adds 2 to the alertness, or the vigilance.
How bad is not good?
Cap is at 9. 9 heat. 1 point away.
And what happens when I hit 10?
You're gonna get swarmed.
Formed by what?
By
Guards?
the guards. The guards that aren't in this map effectively. Basically, to kind of elaborate on what's happening here, I only put the rooms that are useful to you guys.
Ah, I see.
So the whole complex is much bigger than this, right? So that's cell block B. There's also cell block A, cell block C, and cell block D.
All right. Well, can I hit the automaton with some magic to try to take it out of the equation?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll do time, I guess.
Fuck yeah. Rusted this thing to complete immobility.
I'm going to turn to Pad and say, you see, if you don't leave any witnesses, you technically are being stealthy.
I suppose you're right.
Over in Isolation, which is a wing that is mostly empty with several watertight chambers. They don't look inviting. Unlike the rest of the underwater compounds, Isolation does not have a pretty layer of paint. But you are able to see a light through the dark times ahead. In a cell behind that watertight door stands a silhouette of a man. Graf Eisen is tall but frail, his graying hair much longer than he'd prefer, and a beard that hasn't seen shears in years.
Dad!
Xavier charges in, shouting, Dad. A man much thinner than he remembers, unshaven and worn. He looks at Xavier with weakened and teary eyes. Something bordering on recognition falls over him, but he can't place it. Who are you? He asks.
Xavier! Do you not remember?
Don't they do memory things here? Of course, it's not surprising.
That name.
Also, don't
yeah.
yell. It might draw the attention of the guards, which is the last thing we need right now.
True.
That means something. Xavier. I can't remember you.
It's okay, we'll get you out of here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
During that same time frame, pad security room definitely want to push buttons, look at things.
Push buttons and look at things. All right. Yeah. Yep. Let's do that. Roll logic or something to the effect of mechanical engineering. Perusal? Yeah, that's fine. With an 18. What are you trying to achieve here in the security room?
So I want to open up everything. Elevator, portal room, central hall, delivery room. I want to mess this whole area up. I just want everything open, everything available. We'll shut down main lights, turn on security lights, slow down the wastewater treatment center, just absolute chaos. Something that will be enough of a distraction to keep everyone busy while we slip over to the diver's entry.
All right. Yep. You start to peruse the consoles. You're finding different kinds of power switches, pump switches, the gate switches, all kinds of buttons. It's taking you time. In the meantime, how's Cap working? Is he doing the same thing?
I was actually wondering, since we're right by weapons storage, can Cap get in there?
I don't see why not.
All right.
Cap's heading for weapon storage.
What do I see when I get into weapon storage?
Weapon storage is behind lock cages, several rows of guns. Behind each of them locked behind a mechanical lock, an electromechanical lock. That's the word I was looking for. There's rows of guns, enough to arm an entire small army. Some of them you even recognize as the AAC's magic weapons. Mage-powered rifles and such. All right. Now that everybody has done their move, we're going to get that stealth roll. You needed that 3.
Yes, I did.
Tad, you get 1. Pandora, you get 1, and the team gets 1. Xavier, you cleared. And so did Cap. All right, team. What are we doing?
Is there? I'd like to figure out a way to sabotage the weapons magically or otherwise.
Sure. Yeah, start. Roll some time magic. Three successes. You're destroying several weapons. I'm assuming you're kind of focused in on those magic powered weapons as well.
Yeah, that would make. I mean, the most powerful weapons would be the logical place to start. Does that make sense?
All right. Pad, you're continuing your perusal. You've so far shut down, or opened up, I should say, the ventilation. You've got some of the pumps that have either started if they were off, or shut down if they were on, messing with the chaos of the situation. Are you continuing that process?
Is there like actual security cameras and stuff like that where we can see different rooms?
As you look around, there is two halves of this headquarters. The other half, the half that you haven't stepped into, is where the scrying mages are sitting in one corner, channeling their magic through the base. They're wearing prisoners' attire. The closest thing you have to security cameras are scrying orbs. Yeah, did you guys run into any scrying orbs?
I don't remember us doing so.
One,
Don't think
but we
so.
took it out immediately.
Okay. Here is the other one. That if you were to work with the scrying mages, they would be able to tell you what they see.
And they're wearing prisoners' attire?
They are wearing prisoners' attire. They're shackled into place.
And you said 3 of them?
Did I say 3? 3's a good number. I'm good with that. I didn't think I said a number.
Well, the number of successes I have is how many there are.
Sounds good. All right, four scrying mages that you have freed with your lockpicking.
All right. So I'm gonna lockpick them out and be like, I think you would enjoy the world a bit more if you could see it firsthand. How would you guys like to be free?
They're ecstatic, jumping for joy, ready to be free, and a couple of them are ready to enact their vengeance on those that have trapped them here. The riot's getting louder from the prison hall, the cell blocks. Pandora and Xavier, what are you two doing?
Is he chained?
Is who chained? Oh, he's not. You're able to get him out through the watertight door. It's a one-way watertight door. He can't get out, but you're able to break him out.
Okay.
Also, at this point, you guys have lost track of Callum as he has started participating in the riot.
Oh,
Well,
good to know.
I'm sure he'll get back to us eventually, or otherwise.
Yeah, he should be
Goodbye,
fine.
Callum. It's been a couple of days.
It's been a fantastic couple of days.
He escaped once. It's fine. Okay.
It'll be fine.
I'm imagining that I'm in a situation where I can see through the door into insulation and can generally hear where Cap is.
Sure, yeah.
Then what I would do is kind of keep an eye on both sides. Kind of, urging Cap to hurry up and get back to me. And then when I see them coming back into the isolation room, we'll be joining up.
So Cap will follow your instruction more or less, move to the doorway, and as he's leaving the room, I take it there's some ammunition along with all these weapons. Would that be accurate?
Accurate. Yep.
So I'm gonna throw some chaos magic at the ammunition because I don't see any way that could go wrong.
Absolutely.
So we got 3 successes, and I roll 2d6, right, to determine what it does.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a 1 and a 6, which gives me the options of
Burning and
Burning.
biological.
well, we got to go with burning, I reckon.
It's like firecrackers you're setting off as you leave this room. Really snowballing into larger and larger explosions, which is a terrible idea, by the way, if you're underwater in a submersible vessel.
Trying to be stealthy. Yep.
So, with that being said, I'd like to have Cap's stealth roll, I think, before anything else. Because I think that's going to be... I mean, you could roll well. I don't know. Is that only 2?
Terrible.
Is that
That's
only
2.
2 successes? Oh, yeah. So that last one, that's the one that gets Cap. You're getting rushed. So at this point, Cap is fully detected, no longer able to sneak around. Many of the guards are rushing into the security room with guns in hand. Pad, I think you're able to get away, unless you would also like to participate in Cap's heroic moment here.
Sure how I want to do this. Are they rushing in from the kitchen? Interrogation? Where are they coming from?
There's no door in the kitchen. That's why there's the blue dot.
This green line here is suggesting that there is a door from the security checkpoint over to the security room. Or security control. That's where they're coming from.
Okay. By any chance, is weapon storage also flooding?
Yeah, it's safe to say that there is water inpouring.
Can I grab Cap, throw him in isolation, and try to... is there an actual door between security and isolation?
Yeah. If you're trying to save Cap, it doesn't happen.
Okay, well... I'm going to shut that door and I'm going to weld it shut. Cap's on his own.
Cap's on his... Oh my god. That's brutal. Now, normally, I would say that... Or like, the normal rules would be... Cap, you're getting surrounded, and at that point, it's surrender or die. But I think a more characteristic approach for Cap, as he is kind of like a chaos incarnate, I don't think he would let himself be captured, right?
Well, I think what Cap would do in this situation, he would try to use his time magic to essentially accelerate himself, basically turn himself into the Flash and try to just run past these guys.
That's fair.
Let's not even roll for it. So Cap charging up time magic as you hear the footsteps of all of these security AAC enforcers, more than you've encountered so far. Too many for Cap to reasonably fight one-on-one. Charging yourself with this like a speed force. If anybody's a fan of DC Comics, you can hear the voice of Gideon. What do you say we work together on this? A bit more time magic.
Smashing idea. What do you need to do?
He's also charging you with some magic. And Gideon's voice heard by Pad for the first time. Find doing springward. And in an instant, well, faster than Pad can comprehend, Cap has sped off.
He's gone.
He's gone. Moreover, the sonic boom that's created, I think, accelerates the flooding from the other room. Water is rushing in from the weapons storage. More destruction is occurring. Water is now coming in through the actual security control room. The security
I
guards.
mean, that's a good exit.
It's a fantastic exit. These guards are now overwhelmed by the flooding, but conversely, so are you all. This is no longer an infiltration. This is now an escape. Cap has just
Two
cleared
shots
the way.
for words.
Where,
Yeah,
where
two
is
shots for
Cap?
words. Pad's gonna be doing survival instinctual movement at this point.
Whatever extent Cap can use his sped up self to help others escape, whether that be by physically moving people or opening doors or just anything, he's doing that. He's not leaving the team behind.
Unfortunately, I think at this point you have left the team behind, but not in the way you would think.
Hmm.
Not
Okay.
intentionally. You are no longer here and now.
Hmm. I just accidentally did a flashpoint.
Yeah, you more or less did a flashpoint.
Hmm. Whoops.
Whoops.
Well, we will meet back up with him when we're out, right?
The last thing that he said was to find Duin Springward. Now, you as players may recognize that name. Pat especially, I think, would recognize that name.
I'm trying to.
Was he one of the guys who played in the prologue?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. But Pad wouldn't know him.
True. Yeah,
We're gonna have to find Cap, aren't we?
You're gonna have to find Cap.
Damn it. We need to get out. How get out?
How do you get out?
Panic, chaos.
Panic Chaos. Xavier, you're lockpicking something? You do already have Graf Eisen. Graf Eisen is with you, if that's what you're rolling for.
We need to get through the hall back into the
I think
cell block.
This pink one here, the only one that is not. All these pink walls you can break through. The blue wall is the one that's permanent. That was a mistake.
Well, no, I saw the security coming in, and I know where that came from. So let's not open up that door. I like breathing.
Understandable.
Something like that, where
If
you
we
go
take
from.
the portal, like portal room would definitely get us out of here. We just don't know where we will end up.
Do you want to risk it?
Depends how fast the flooding is. If we can get to the central hall and we're still getting overwhelmed with flooding, I think portal room would be the best chance. Otherwise, I think go for probably either ventilation or drivers.
Diver's entry would be crazy. In a fun way. I like it.
But for now, we have to get to central hall.
Okay. Can you run, old man?
I think I can handle that. I won't be the
Awesome.
fastest.
Is it?
The fastest might not be what you want, as I've so ably established.
He went faster than anyone in the history of No Mage's Land has gone.
My wings are wet.
Yeah. At this point, you guys are a little bit drenched, not like soaking, but the water spray as it's coming in. So yeah, what's the game plan here? You're flying.
The blue.
One.
I imagine Xavier, Graph, and Pat, or Xavier and Pat on one side, Graph in the middle, or on either side, Graph in the middle, and we're kind of running our ways to the central hall
Okay.
to try to get to the border room.
So
Mhm.
that's how far you've made it. Yeah, I'll go with the highest there. Flooding. Let's see how much flooding has happened. Not much flooding. It's only spread one room. So into security
dry
checkpoint, into isolation. Yeah, into interrogation. But you guys are currently in a dry room. They're shouting. You can still hear it. Prisoners are now also making their way out, kind of following your direction. You've made it through the cafeteria. You've made it into the kitchen as well, and there was all those chefs that you remember before. They are scrambling as well, making their way towards the elevator, not necessarily remembering that the elevator was shut off. Did you turn the elevator back on? I don't think we mentioned that.
I think you mentioned
if it
that.
was, yeah, anything that was off is on. Anything that's on is off.
Okay. Let's roll some more dice to see how far you guys make it.
I'm gonna shake off my wings. Right, flying more.
Would a minimum roll get us at least to the portal room?
You need like 2 successes to get to the portal room, but that also is the number you need to
Do
get
we
to
want-
the elevator.
How
Pretty
about
sure
the
we're
diver's
aiming-
entry?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're aiming for the portal room.
Diver's entry is all the way over here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Aiming for the portal room? You said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the closest exit.
Hmm.
Is it an exit though?
One way to find out.
So, yeah, you guys reach the portal room. None of the portals are active. However, they have a switch right in front of them. Seems pretty clear that all you have to do to turn on a portal is flip the switch.
Do any of them say where they go?
Not a one.
Oh
There's
no.
no way to know where any of these portals go.
There is no way to know where any of these portals go.
That's not good. Not good, not good.
Alright, so we'll make a guess, jump, and call us.
Hopefully it's not a one-way portal. If it's a problem.
Do you remember what these portals are for?
No. I don't think you remember telling it. I don't remember you telling it.
So, something you have discovered about this underwater facility is that nobody like drives to work here. Nobody's like there's no personnel transit. Which means that the way people are probably getting to work is through the portals.
I'm going to do Increnomancy to see where they go. Like, which was the best one to go through, whatever.
Which one's the best one?
Safest one.
Yeah, okay. We can roll with that. The one fully on your left is the safest
Gonna
portal.
pull. I'm gonna pull the switch on that.
Are you confident about this?
The safest one. Didn't say how safe it was, but it's the safest option.
Might as well jump through.
Is that what we're doing?
Can I do another one to see where it goes? Exactly.
Like, you're hoping that the Encromancy will, like, spell it out with the ink?
Generally.
I mean, okay.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, which is the safest portal of them all?
The words spell out your ink. I'm assuming you're just, like, spilling ink. Or that's Encromancy, or is it the shadows? Pretty sure Encromancy is ink. So I'm going to roll with that, unless you want something else, Noel. You guys lose me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I imagine like the ink is now at this point just kind of floating and like pointing.
So the ink, it spreads out and it spells the word apartment.
Oh. Interesting.
Everyone's scared of the portal.
Yep, no time to waste.
Internet died. What happened?
Okay. Yeah, Encromancy is ink, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that's the one.
So you spilled your inks, and you could swear it almost reads the word apartment.
That's helpful. Ish. Is that an apartment? We're gonna have to find our damn cars. Damn it.
Yeah.
Get someone to fetch it. But if it's an apartment building, we probably could get out of it pretty quickly. There's lots of people going in and out. They probably won't notice us. Step through the portal, I suppose.
All right. Everybody's
let's
going.
go.
The 4 fellows. You all jumping through the portal, and sure enough, this is almost like a traditional apartment laundry room is kind of what this looks like. As you step through the portal, laundry in its shape, not necessarily that this is a laundry room. There's no actual laundry machines, but you step through the portal. This empty room with a bunch of machines lining the wall. No one is in this room with you, so you're safe there. You look through the windows, and you do see a full-on apartment complex that this is in the center of.
We recognize the area we're in.
Not from here, not from inside.
Well, no reason to stick around.
Yep.
Gonna move on.
What I'm gonna have you guys do is just roll the usual stealth, just to see. You're gonna succeed, but to see if there's any evidence left behind.
I'm just the one who came home from work. Yada yada yada. I'm
Yada,
supposed
yada.
to be here. Yeah, character acting.
Character acting. All right, you guys all rolled well enough. You didn't leave any evidence behind. You've escaped this apartment complex. You know where it is now. You also know how to get home, and will be able to later collect your vehicles.
Cap has a number, right?
What's
Like
that?
Cap has one of those runestone contact things, right?
Yeah, I think we gave him one. But if you try
Okay.
to contact him, it doesn't work.
Damn it. Where the fuck did he go?
I'm
Not
telling you,
where,
he
when.
disappeared.
Disappeared like the wind.
Wind moves. You'll understand. He just stopped existing. It didn't even sound like him.
Shoot. Okay. Hmm.
Is the
Maybe.
team heading back to Pandora's place? And how, I should say. It's just a narrative decision. Like, how do you guys get back, and where do you get to? Not going to penalize you.
How far away are we from like normal town?
This is definitely a part of town. It's part of the city. Probably like a lower class area, so a bit shady.
Perfect. My car's not too far away.
Actually, to be more specific, this is Blue Castle. And if you guys remember from a few episodes ago, Blue Castle is where the anti-gravity event happened that caused all the traffic from a couple days ago.
Well, at least we don't have to deal with the traffic because we don't have cars.
Do you really want to walk all the way back home?
Right?
No.
But that was the same
Magic.
episode where we stopped
Sure we
off to my storage unit so I could pick up some stuff, right?
I think so.
So yeah, my car's not that far away.
All right, so we pick up Pat's car over in Blue Castle and make our way back to Pandora's second house. Yes? Or no?
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. It's too hot to go get the other cars.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we cut away. Several hours later, everybody's
Maybe I can
getting
call
home.
the bodyguard from that one backstory episode, the one guy I trust, to go get my car
That's not a bad
and
idea.
take it back to my primary. Take it back to what everyone thinks is my primary residence. Just take it back there.
Yeah, that can definitely happen. So, get home. Pandora is on the phone contacting Sturm Telson to collect the vehicles. I'm assuming plural. Because Cap's
Yeah,
car
I'll
is the
skip
other one.
both of them. I'll get his car too.
Okay. Xavier reunited with his father. Probably having a conversation between the two of them.
Trying to play catch up.
Trying to play catch up. A lot of emotions too. Graf Eisen obviously doesn't remember his son. He's also underfed, malnourished, and in pain overall.
We need to take him to that one memory guy.
Right?
The one time that we actually need Cap, and he's gone.
Because he had decided to poof out of existence randomly.
How dare he?
I don't think it was him. I'm telling you guys, it wasn't his voice I heard.
Hmm.
Chaos magic does weird things, and sure, it was him.
It's totally fine.
I once, when I was messing with my magic, couldn't spoke with an accent for a week. Had to avoid my parents.
Has chaos magic ever changed your entire personality? The magic I felt it was so massive. I don't know if one person can do that.
Dun dun dun.
And
And because
I-
go ahead.
I don't think Pandora actually understands the difference between chaos magic and just magic. Like, she tries to just do magic. That's her, but she doesn't know how. So it comes out as chaos magic for her.
Okay.
So to be fair, so she's just like, magic does weird things. Does things.
It just does things. And just speaking of chaos, Pandora's phone begins to ring.
Hello? In a fake accent.
In a fake accent. This is Frederick. We have a problem. We're out of time.
Frederick is the guy from the Union, right?
Yep, the union leader.
Damn it! How are we out of time already? We haven't had a chance to do anything. What happened?
They pushed up the schedule. I think they were onto us. The first shipments of the gold morphics are already on their way from the First North Agar Factory in the Ashcote district. 1 truck each to Frostfall, Neednor, Blue Castle, and the Great Tree districts. I think they moved up their timeline.
How do we feel about crashing a couple trucks?
Well, shoot.
I mean,
They've
if
been
we
doing.
get caught, we need an alibi for not being in prison. So, yeah, why not run amok?
They've been
We've
doing
only
some
kept.
anyway.
I know someone who's very good at crashing trucks. I'm gonna call up my former fiance, my ex-fiance,
The
slash
ex-fiancé.
childhood friend.
Timmelt.
I need just when he answers, how do you feel about crashing a few trucks?
You had me at crash. And this is where we're going to call the session.
Pad's last line is going to be ex-fiance.
What on earth?
All right, so we got a lot of stuff happening this session. What are we thinking of how this all went?
Well, at least Cap isn't in prison or dead.
He is not in prison or dead. Might be a fate worse than death. Who knows?
Dude's just gone.
It was a sight to behold. Security coming in, water starting to come near my feet, and it's like he just became a different person and just ceased to exist. Not even a whiff of wind, nothing, just gone.
Hey, Benny, if you're still here, do you feel like that did your character justice? Or was that...
I really liked
Go ahead.
I really liked it. I'm going to wind up making a TikTok about it and I will tag you. But the short version of it is, it was one of those things where I did something that made sense, that made a certain amount of sense in the moment, but also had a severe and foreseeable consequence. And instead of it just being your character is cooked, or we're going to just hand wave it and let your character live because reasons, it was one of those things where it's kind of a failing forward type situation, right? It created a consequence that now the character gets to deal with, and the character may or may not survive, but it's a lot more interesting than the alternatives would have been.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. I guess we're kind of jumping the gun. Is that a favorite moment then?
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite moment. That was a moment where it was the storyline you'd been putting together with, I can never remember the guy's name, but the guy in the mirror sort of came to fruition. It was a situation where my character being a chaos magician, that's something someone like that would do. And And then, yeah, having the time magic do something truly dramatic and unpredictable, like a chaos magician who fucks around with time, like entirely both predictable and unpredictable outcome for this person.
Excellent.
So I'll be curious to see what comes next, whether Cap makes it or not.
Hell yeah. Do you have a most challenging moment?
Probably, this is not a most challenging as in I think it's necessarily bad. It was more just a matter of personal taste. Is the repeated stealth rolls. I'm just not very patient, so it was a little tedious.
That
But
is
as
something
again,
I'm working
that's
on developing. Like,
yeah.
it's-
But again, that's entirely a matter of personal taste because I can see the appeal of like the building tension and suspense of it, and there was a payoff. You know, when it finally didn't work. You know, when he finally got to the heat, that was what set everything into motion for him.
It's early in its infancy, I should say. I'm with you 100%. I don't like it that it is so slow. I'm still workshopping how to fix that. But the dramatic payoff, definitely want that. Yeah, that's something I'm workshopping. I plan to revise the entire stealth system before it's finalized.
Yeah, so that was maybe it's not quite done yet, not and it's bad.
Yeah.
It was a really good session all around. So it's hard to really say like there's something about it that was particularly challenging.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Who wants to go next?
Favorite
most
part
challenging?
would-
Yeah. You got it.
Favorite part would definitely be getting Graph back. Most challenging, I can't really say.
You are completely unchallenged. All right, that's fine. Pat?
Yeah, so being able to do a stealth check and a lockpick check in the same go is definitely a favorite. Being able to multitask the role play and the roles with it was really awesome. The most challenging part is like cutting the emotion on the character suddenly disappearing. I wasn't sure how to react with that. Like we're both in stealth. Suddenly he's caught, and there's nothing I can do to help take that situation.
Yeah, if you would have stuck around,
which-
you would be gone too. You'd lose
Yeah,
Pat
so
temporarily.
which goes back to that whole infancy thing. Like, what if I took half the heat to save him, kind of thing? Like an option to like not have to just cut your losses, so to speak. Because
Yeah, but then if you did that, we wouldn't have had that finale. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like it would have been, you'd martyr yourself.
It's not without reason, but it is my personal challenge moment.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it might make sense as something to add to the system at some point for some kind of magician to have some kind of option. And actually, the character Pat's playing, it would make sense to have some kind of magical ability that allows you to essentially redirect things to yourself, be it damage, heat, or whatever. I say Pad's character makes sense because he specifically comes from a background where you would be working as a team and you would be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
I was also thinking maybe after completing like a successful infiltration or a few of them, you can build up the ability to buy a trait that gives you the ability to do something like that. Like it has to be earned,
True. That
not
could definitely
just
be
bought
some,
with.
some
But
talents.
it would like it'd have to be earned and also bought with XP normally after it's earned, type thing. Because it'd be too powerful, so to speak, if it's just given right off the bat or available right off the bat, I should say.
Yeah, that's fair. Definitely, we could engineer some talents.
No
Pink?
man left behind.
That would be part of the problem is like if you do No Man Left Behind, then are there really any stakes? If you can just prevent him from being caught.
It will the situation in that is, am I prolonging the inevitable, or because what if those rolls were a lot lower? I wouldn't be able to save him because I couldn't even save myself.
Yeah.
And it's not. It doesn't have to be something that can happen, every single time, but like a once per investigation kind of thing.
It makes sense. Then Pandora, favorite and most challenging.
I can't think of a favorite part.
That was all
I
terrible.
liked all
I'm
of
just
it.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna cop out and say the ending where I shock everyone with the ex-fiance line.
You
Just
have
because,
a fiance?
like, most challenging, probably the portal decision.
That one stumped you guys for a while.
I didn't want to take the risk, but also, like, I wanted to take the diver's exit, but that one was further away, so it was either take the risk with the portals or take the risk of being in the building longer to get to the diver's entrance.
Mine was more of a morality issue with the situation. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make sure no one would ever catch us by welding the door shut, but then that would have killed how many people?
Diver's entry would have been funny because like you guys get in there and like you're putting on diver suits and like opening the watertight door and like swimming out. That would have been funny to me. That would have ended with a shootout.
Okay.
One of the portals could have ended with a shootout. Elevator could have ended with a shootout.
So
Like,
we end
I
up
also
getting.
was considering the ventilation, which is how we got in. Wait, or what's it? How we got in? How we were considering going in.
Yeah, you guys went in
The
through the ventilation. Oh no, you went in through the elevator. That's right. You changed your mind.
Yeah, we went through the elevator.
I was considering the ventilation as well, but then I couldn't remember if it was open or not. So I was like, I know diver's entrance is open, and we don't know where the portals go, so that's not really the safest bet. And then I remembered I have divination, and I could just use that to answer my questions.
It's worth remembering where this apartment complex is. Like your characters will remember, obviously, because this is an AAC stronghold, so to speak.
I think I'll be telling the reporter the location of the apartment building and the everything we saw inside.
That makes sense. And you'll have to find out whether or not the complex completely flooded or if they managed to stop it. And if all the prisoners got out or not.
Yeah, I really didn't want to screw like all those people.
Since
It
Pads
reminded me
Go ahead.
a little bit of the Iron Throne sequence in Baldur's Gate 3, which is actually probably my favorite sequence in that game.
I am not familiar with which part that is. I only made it to the. How many acts are there? Is it 3 acts?
Yeah, it's 3
It's
acts and it's in the
Act
3rd
Yeah.
act.
I made it
And
to the 3rd
it's
act.
when you're saving Will. You're saving Will's dad. I haven't played it. I haven't gotten past our Act 2, but I know about it because Will's my favorite character.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, Pad being obsessed with the news may be able to find out more information as time goes on.
You know it.
All right. Any closing thoughts before we sign off?
I can't think of anything.
All right.
No.
So that being
Great
said,
session.
thank you guys for playing, and thank you for your enthusiasm. It means a lot to me. Thank you to everybody who's watching this on Twitch or on YouTube. I hope you guys are getting invested in these characters, getting